Okay, so I've just come from filming a different video. I won't say what it is in case this comes up before. But Jin Saku on Twitter, Jin, has just posted some breaking news about potential, or at least the confirmed Power Rangers reboot for 2024-2025, whenever it ends up being. And I'm just gonna read out what the post says, and then I'm just gonna talk about it, and I'm gonna see what we're thinking. So, right, so we've got breaking. Hasbro and Netflix is prioritising on Twistles, Jonathan on Twistles, work on concluding the Power Rangers script from the WGA, now that the WGA strike is over. And this is all from a Hasbro rep. It's also stated that work has started as soon as yesterday. Obviously, today is the 4th of October. Whenever this comes out, you know, 3rd of October is when it was started. The current state of the new series is the Edward Hill movie script has been tweaked and turned into the first 2 episodes, with the 3rd act cut to extend the series. Now, there's a guy called Edward Hill who was writing a Power Rangers movie reboot for Hasbro that was going to lead into a show. It's now clearly just becoming a show. The current roster: female Red, nice. Green Ranger is the leader of the group, and then maybe Tommy. Now, this brings us into something that Jonathan Twistle posted on JDF's birthday just passed, about the fact that Tommy is apparently going to become the centre of all that is to come for Power Rangers. So maybe Tommy is the leader of this team as Green. LGBTQ male Ranger, either blue or yellow, love that. Colours are green, male, red, female, blue male, yellow male, pink female. It was also originally MMPR core colours, but later black got switched for green to make green leader and focus on the focus of the show. Yeah. Next year it's still said to be a hiatus, but it's still expect casting and filming news. So no Power Rangers next year, but the likelihood of news, and I can get behind that. Also, there's a good chance E1 is still involved due to contract obligations before the Lionsgate acquisition. Cool. So, also during private conversations, and Twistle showed interest in wanting the suit to be similar to the 1995 movie or current set like King Oja. Fucking sick, I love the King Oja suits. He's a fan of more practical than CGI suits. So, the idea of having suits like the 95 suits again, by the way, I fucking love. I love the idea of that. So we know that Jonathan and Twistle are still working on the show. We know that now that the Writers Guild of America strikes are over, it can continue work, and the fact that it's picked up work immediately is great. Female Red, Hasbro clearly love this idea. They've just done it with Amelia, they're going back in with it again. I can back it heavily. Green Leader, they're already straying away from the fact that the Red Ranger was always the leader. And I know we had the White Ranger. I know Tommy has led as a White Ranger, but never as a Green Ranger. The fact we're getting a Green Leader, love that. We're getting another male Yellow. I love my male Yellows. I love the Yellow Rangers as it is, but Dustin, personally, one of my favourite Rangers of all time. Green, Red, Blue, Yellow, Pink. Classic, not like original MMPR colours, but classic standard colours, but obviously Green leading this time without Green being the sort of second in command, or Blue, depending on, you know, how you wanna look at it. And the fact that E1 is still involved probably doesn't mean anything to do with the old reboot we had, but whether there could be some references, who knows. Now, of course, we're all excited for the reboot. The show, as we know, it has ended. We want the reboot. We want it to refresh the franchise and hopefully bring the franchise back into a more mainstream environment. Whilst the 2017 movie didn't really do that, there was definitely more people going to see that film than there was, you know, any other Power Ranger series. I think this sounds sick. It sounds quite promising. I know we don't have too much information on it yet. I remember I made a video on the potential reboot a long time ago in like 2020. Let me see if I can find that video and see if anything I said in it was any of the sort of information we have now. Found it. So it was 3 years ago. When was the exact date I uploaded it? The 15th of July 2020. Right, okay.
Hello guys, welcome back to some videos. So
yeah, so this video I'm talking about how they're gonna have a movie, and that's the exact Edward Hill one they're talking about that has now been adapted and changed into the TV show.
And the LGBTQ plus community, a female lead is also said to be highly likely for the reboot.
LGBTQ plus Rangers, already had that pretty much confirmed. Female lead, female Red Ranger, we've been told, whether Tommy is the lead. Here's the other thing, we don't know that this Green Ranger is going to be Tommy, but we just know that there's going to be a green lead, and that Jonathan Twistle has said Tommy is like the centre of everything that's to come. So
besides that Lord Zed will be the main villain, while Zordon will be involved in the time travel elements of the movie.
So yeah, so this is back when he was still in movie form, and apparently it was going to be something that time travelled back to 1993, and Zordon would be involved and Lord Zed would be involved. I don't, whether they'd go the route of Lord Zed now that Cosmic Fury has just done it, I'm not entirely sure. Doubt it's still got time travel involved. I feel like they're trying to stray away from the 90s element of it at all. But then again, if Tommy is going to be such a mainstay, then is that really going to be the case? So yeah, when I talked about the Ed Hill movie, and like what was rumoured about that, a lot of the stuff is seeming to translate over, which is nice. Which is nice to know that the work he did a long time ago is still, you know, still in there. And I'm pretty sure I've seen some tweets that he's put out saying that he did his work with that story, it's been passed on, his work is done. I'm excited. I'd love to find out some new information. I can't imagine we're going to hear too much until mid next year, I'll be real. Of course, I follow Jill on Twitter. I recommend you all do as well. Lots of good information. The Power Ranger scooper that is in the Illuminati, he's more or less him. So yeah, definitely go do that. This is some fun news. I don't want to talk too in depth about my theories. I think I'll save that for when we have a bit more information about what's going to happen in the show. But yeah, we know it's going to be like a young adult series as well, so it's not going to stick to the sort of PG elements of the current show. But yeah, sounds sick. Thank you so much for watching. Let me know what you think in the comments down below about the reboot, and yeah, what do you want to see from it? I'll make another video of it in due time. But thanks again for watching, and I'll see you soon.